guys. It is. Exactly, Shema. You can't say hey to my boss, otherwise you'll have no boss because you'll be out in the street, right? How do you do? Okay, how do you do? That's a very, very old English kind of thing, like if you're speaking to the King of England, you walk in oh, how do you do? He talks like he's got a plum in his mouth. So, yeah, so that's quite formal as well. Right, lovely having you guys. Lovely, 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 lovely. What's up? Oh, somebody said, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? Hello. All right, so the sound is not great, guys. Somebody I've had a feedback that the sound is not great. Please tell me, on the scale from 1 to 10, how good is my voice? Can you understand it? Can you hear it well? Please let me know. And from 1 to 10, is it 8? Is it Ibtihal 10? Oh, 10. 1. 1. Nihad, if it's 1, how could you hear me? Okay, so, right, 10, that's better, Nihad. Thank you. All right. Right, okay. Can you all see my screen okay? Rudy, I don't believe you, Rudy. Rudy, I really don't believe you. She just put 1 in there. You wouldn't have even heard my question if it was 1, would it? I hear well. Very good. I can hear you well. Awesome. Okay, so I think I've allowed 5 minutes for people to arrive. So let's just crack on with it. Let's just get on with it. Today's session, but my photo's no good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. What can I do about it? Right. I think I might do at some point switch off the camera because I think it fixed the quality of the video for some reason. When I switch off the video, the camera kind of like enhance the signal. So when I start, it's not stable. Okay, Amiria. So when I start the session, I'll switch off my camera and then you'll be able to benefit better from the session. Okay, today's session is going to be pretty rich, all right? And let me tell you the point of this session. It's a very good session. You will have a lot of focus. There'll be a lot of things that you would take away from today's session in terms of things that would help you with your pronunciation, with the fluency, with a lot of accent, everything. Okay, this is basically a little dummy or a little example or a model of a course that is about to start in 2 weeks, conversation course starting with Engli-Vision. It's a conversation course that I manage myself. And it's basically, this course is aimed for this course is aimed for intermediate level and above. So if you can understand me well now, then you'll have absolutely no issue in the course. But if you find it difficult to understand what I'm saying now, then obviously the course is not going to be good for you, because I am trying to grade my language to the intermediate level. So I'm not using any advanced vocabulary. I'm trying to use simple sentences. So you're not really using a lot of complexity. So things should be okay if you can understand me now in that course. Okay, the course starts in 2 weeks' time. Get an example of what you will basically focus on in that course. Okay, so if you find something in today's session that you relate to, then the course is for you. Okay, it is a very, very rich course. Okay, and it's quite affordable. So it's a little bargain, really. I'm not saying that because it's my course, but it is a bargain. Right. Let's start by taking your thumb up. Tell me if everything's okay. Are you ready to go? Okay, just give me a thumb up, because 2 things I want you to be able to do in today's session. I'd like you to be able to interact with me in the chat. Okay, I try to read as much as I can. And I also want you to be able to take screenshots, okay? Because if you find anything on the slides that you find useful, please just take it and take a screenshot of it if you find it useful, okay? So this will be beneficial for you. All right, can you see my screen okay? All right, let me close the chat for a minute. Just give me the thumb up in the chat if you can see my screen, guys. All right. Awesome, very good. All right. No. Oh, very good. All right, so let's start straight. What I'd like you to do, guys, just to warm your brain up, okay, to get you into gear. Okay, just let me, what have I done? Just 1 sec. All right, should we? Okay. First of all, I'd like to get your brain warmed up. Let's activate your schemata, activate all the brain cells that connected to what you're going to do in today's session, okay? There'll be a lot of listening because I'll be doing a lot of talking, all right? So I'm going to be rabbiting so much, okay? And that's why I want to make sure that you are ready. Your ears are ready. Get everything into gear, all right? And here you go. That's the first expression for you. To get something into gear, it means to get it going, to get it up and running, right? So I'm going to say something I would like you to try and write in the chat, okay? I'm going to say a sentence. It's going to be like a funny kind of warmer, right? Just to activate your senses. Write what you hear. I'm only going to say it twice. I'm not going to say it like loads of times, but it proves to me how good your listening skills is. Are you ready? Steady? Let's go. I've got a date, 7:45. See you at the gate, so don't be late. What have I just said? All right, I'm in the chat. I've got a date, 7:45. See you at the gate, so don't be late. What did I say? Write it in the chat. All right, I'm going to close my video camera. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. All right, some of you managed to get some of it right. Yes, come on. All right, what's that one? I got a date. You're missing some. Who's that one? Mahmoud Ahmed. All right, Mahmoud, you are 90% there. You just missed part of it. All right, let's see. See it again. You got like the easy part of it, right? You've all got the easy part of it. Without my I am staying alone without my family. Oh, that's Ashraf. Okay. Ashraf, that's a quite sentimental statement you've just put there, but that's not what I said though, is it? Well, I hope we're all your family, okay? All right, all I heard was, okay, wait a minute. What do you say? All I heard was, I got a date. Don't be, don't be late. Okay, so can you say it? No, I'm not going to say it one more time. I'm going to say it. That's it. That's enough. All right, so all right, no worries. No, Ashraf, it's nothing to be sorry about. Honestly, it's honest. It's nothing. Absolutely nothing to be sorry for. Okay, so let's just have a look. That's what I said. I said I got a date at 7:45. I'll see you at the gate, so don't be late. All right. Okay, how easy was this to understand? Give me a number in the chat from 1 to 10. How easy was it? Tell me. Oh, teacher May is like, easy. It was 10 out of 10. Thank you, May. Okay. Okay. Yeah, don't say that. Clear as a bell. It's clear as a bell. It was super clear. All right, fantastic. All right. So, first of all, before we go any further, let me just introduce myself, okay? So, from what you can gather, can you guess where I'm from? Give me in the chat. Okay, I will, mate. Just don't worry, okay? But let's see who that one is. Shayma. Shayma. I can't, if you really can't understand anything from what I'm saying, then you will need to obviously explore all the other courses that we do at Engli-Vision, okay? Because what I'm saying right now is basically of the level of intermediate and above, okay? So if you really struggle, or if you find it really, really difficult to understand what I'm saying, even though I'm trying to grade my language, then you might need to start with other courses like general English courses, right? Where basically they just basically give you the foundation that you can start on. And after that, you come to me for practice, because that's what I do. People come to me with an intermediate and above. And what I do, I work with them to improve their fluency, to improve their pronunciation, to improve their accent. That's what I do. Okay. But I can't help you if you haven't reached that level yet. We have extremely qualified teachers working at Engli-Vision that can really help you. okay, and can get you there in no time. All you have to do is just reach out for them, and they do a placement test for you, and they will decide what level you are, and they will take you from there. You'll be in safe hands, and they will take you throughout the whole thing until you come to me eventually, okay? So that's my best tip for you. All right. Shahira, sorry, Shahira, I heard it Shaymat, sorry, Shahira. Yeah. Ah, okay, Susan. Unfortunately, my course is like starts at 6 o'clock, so it's going to basically from 6 till 8 Sunday and Wednesday, right? So, but every session will be recorded. There'll be a lot of interaction on WhatsApp and everything. So it's basically you will have you're not going to miss out on anything. Italian, I love Italy. Somebody thought I was Italian. Okay, well, I love Italy. Obviously, it's like I think when Italian people speak English, they do English a favor because there is nothing better than hearing English being spoken by an Italian people. They sound amazing. It's the best accent in the world. All right. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about me. Okay, I come from this city in the UK. My parents are Egyptian, but I come from this city in the UK. Let's have a look. This is a map of the UK. All right, this little part there in the middle of England. Okay, can you guess what part of it? That's a little famous character from my city. Can you guess? I am. My parents are Egyptian. Yes, I lived first 12 years of my life in Egypt. Yes. Okay, Ashraf. So tell me then, which really need promotion? Liverpool. You get there. Oh, thank you so much. What was that? Khadra, thank you so much. Peter, what? Petroperth? What's that? Petroperth. Uh, that's not a city in England. I've never heard of that one before. Petroperth. What's that, Petroperth? Right, it's not. Come on, give me more guesses. Do you know what that character is? Have you seen this character in the movies before? These characters, have you ever seen it before? Nope. Robin Hood, yes. So which city in England is he from then? Robin Hood. Very close, Myers. Yes, it's very close. If I give you a clue with the team that comes from my city, I think I make it a lot easier for you. Okay, because we used to be in the championship, but now in the Premier League, and we are doing extremely great. Yep. Who's got me? Who's got me? Somebody got me there. Look. Was that one? Khalid Mukbil, Nottingham. Well done, Khalid. Yay. So I come from Nottingham. All right. And if you know, Manchester and Leeds are not far from where I come from. Right. So if you watch the English Premier League, then you might have come across my local team. My local team is Nottingham Forest, right? I supported that team all my life. So we're doing pretty well, better than we've ever done before in our life. Okay. So my city is called Nottingham. So now let me give you a little bio about myself. So you know the person that you are listening to and who's you from and what qualification he's got. Give you a bit of an idea. Okay. There we go. So that's my name, Mohammed Tahseen, nationality British Egyptian, and teach experience 9 years, both in England and in Egypt. This is my qualification. These are my qualifications. I'll let you have a good read. I've been working for the last 3 years in the British Council Egypt. Okay, I don't work there anymore, but if you've ever come across the British Council branch in City Stars, that's where I was. I was stationed there for 3 years. Okay. I left a few months ago. And now I work in a school. I'm an international school teacher now. Okay. All right. So this is a little info about me. Now let's get our session started. Okay. I think we allowed enough time for everybody to arrive now. Good 15 minutes. All right. So let's start. Now we're going to watch a little classical clip. It's only going to be like a few seconds, right? But this clip, it's okay, but what is the difference between accent and dialect? Okay, the same thing is like when people from Alexandria use words that somebody's asking what's the difference between accent and dialect. Okay, so an accent is when you say the same word in different ways. Like, for example, some people pronounce it g, some people pronounce it j. All right, especially in Egypt, like people from South Egypt, they don't say g, they say j, right? However, dialect is when we have different words for the same thing. Like, for example, I know in Egypt, for example, in Cairo, people call the certain cheese Rumi, right? Rumi cheese. But when you go to Alexandria, they have different dialect, right? They call it something different, right? What do they call it in Alexandria? And so on. And basically you can use that. So this is a dialect. This is a local dialect or colloquial language. Yeah, that's the one. That basically that belongs to a certain part of the country. They name things differently. They say things differently. And that's what. But the accent is like when, for example, in Alexandria, they go with the vowel a, and we go with the basically the vowel e. Like when we say tala, then we say tila. This is the accent. Okay. So this is different. Turkish coffee. All right, so back to our first part. So have you ever seen, look at the clip. Can you see that little screenshot I took from that video that we're going to watch in a minute, okay? So this is a classical comedy. It's one of the best comedy you can ever watch in England, of two famous comedians called the two Ronnies, right? I would like you to watch this little video and then answer that question. Here we go. Can you ready for the question? Do you agree or disagree? When people speak English fast, the words can run together and sound like something else. Again, when people speak fast in English, the words can run together and sounds like something else. So you think you heard something, but you heard something completely different. So let's try this, all right? Do you agree or disagree? Okay. Yes, yes, agree. Okay, agree. Okay, very good. You all agree. Awesome. Nice. Okay, I think it's like we have a consensus here. Like everybody, like, depends on the fluency. Agree. I need someone to say no, I disagree. I'm different. No. Okay. So let's go and watch a little video. Okay. Here we go. Can you all see my screen? Okay. Right. Agree. Yeah, it's right. Okay, let's go.
4 candles. 4 candles. Here you are. 4 candles. No, 4 candles. Well, there you are, 4 candles. No, 4 candles. Handles for forks.
Okay, you get the gist. Did you see that well, guys? So he said, okay. Do you like to watch it again? Shall we watch it one more time? It's only a few seconds. Let's give it another go, okay?
Four candles. 4 candles. Here you are. 4 candles. No, 4 candles. Well, there you are, 4 candles. No, 4 candles. Handles for forks.
What he actually said, so let's actually go back to that question. So do you agree or disagree that when people speak fast, words can run together? Because what he actually said in that video as he walked into that shop, he said to him, 4 candles. And that's what the guy behind the counter, exactly. That's not exactly what he said, right? Because he said 4 candles, fork, handles, all right? So the two words basically sounded exactly the same, okay? So fast speakers, people when they speak fast, okay, especially when they apply a lot of pronunciation features, can be confusing to the listener. Okay, so, and this is something that we work on in that course. Okay, so somebody asked me in the chat, so what we're going to learn in today's session, it's all about pronunciation, connected speech, working on your listening skills, and distinguishing different features that we use when we speak to speak more fluently and more naturally. Okay, so, oh, Lincoln, this is like the king of all, basically, the pronunciation features. We'll be covering a lot of features on this session. Okay. Just wait and see. Okay. So before we delve any further, okay, I got more little practice for you. All right. I'm going to say something. I want you to write in the chat what you hear. All right. Write in the chat what you hear. Are you ready? Give me the thumb up in the chat. Tell me you're ready. Good. All right. Let's start. Gray day. Come on. Write that one. Gray day. Neda was like, ooh. All right, straight. She was on it. She was actually holding her phone like, I'm going for it. Right. Did I say that? Did I say that? So was that? Okay, let's see. Okay, so you thought that's what I said, right? Can you see my screen? Did I say that? No, that's not what I said. I said grade A. Oh, I said grade A. Grade A. But you heard this one. Uh-huh. Okay. Shall we try a different one? Okay, let's see how good your listening is becoming now. All right, let's get that. Can you all see my screen okay? All right, let's go. Next. Right. A name. A name. I'm only going to say it twice. I'm not going to say it much. You have to be quick because I need to crack on. You need to really go fast on things because we have so much to cover in today's session and we're only trying to limit it to 1 hour, 1 hour 15. Okay, so you thought that's what I said, right? Yeah, nobody got it right. You thought I said that, didn't you? But that's not what I said. I said a name. I win again. Right. Shall we try a different one? All right, let's try a different one. Okay, are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Next one is Kuwait. Kuwait. Why would you want to see other messages? I can see the other, and I tell you what you need to see. Ah, okay. Did I say Kuwait? All right. You thought I said you wait. No, I didn't say there was a cut sound in there. Okay. So you thought I said Kuwait, right? I didn't say that. I said Kuwait. I win again. All right. Let's try a different one. Come on, guys. Get better than this. All right. Come on. You can do better. You can do better. Are you ready? All right. Next one. The next one is that stuff. That stuff. What did I say? Now is getting somewhere. Who's that one? Who's that one? Okay, teacher, that's a handshake. I'm just giving you a handshake. Okay, that's stuff. That stuff. Right, you got really getting good. You're getting good. You're getting really good. So some of you heard it this way, and then some of you heard it this way. That stuff. That stuff. All right, okay. Awesome. Are you ready for the next one? You're getting good. You're getting good. Your listening skills are being warmed up properly, okay? So you're really starting to pay more attention to the nuanced little subtle difference in sounds. Okay, and your brain is getting more engaged now, okay? So you can distinguish between different sounds and you're getting there, okay? All right, what was what? What was what, Nada? Can you see my screen, Nada? It's there. All right, let's try the different one. Let's try the next one. The next one is white shoes. White shoes. What did I say? Oh, yeah. Now, some people are getting good now. They're really getting good. Right. Awesome. So some of you heard it this way, and some of you heard white shoes. Very good. You're getting good now. You're getting really good. Okay. So are you ready for the next one? Is white shoes? It's this one, no? Hello? It's this one or this one? So ready, mate. So ready. Okay. Are you ready for the next one? Let's go. It's a nice day. It's a nice day. What did I say? It's a nice day. Shaima, you. Shaima, is it Shaima or Shahira? Shahira, you're funny. Okay. You're doing really well. It's a nice day. It's a nice day. It's a nice day. It's a nice day. Okay. It's not what I said. I didn't say it's a nice day. I said, who's that with that before I either reveal the other one? Mahmoud again. Mahmoud is doing really well. It's an ice day. It's a nice day. All right. Very good. Let's see if I've got any more lined up in here. Okay, no, I haven't got any more. So these are all basically what I covered in this little night day. No, it's not a night day. All right, so these are the things that we covered. So what are the skills developed in this tiny little activity that we did? That was fun. Okay, but let's have a look at what was developed, what skills we worked on. Okay, so when we did this little activity, we basically practiced our listening comprehension. All right. And we trained our ears to hear subtle differences. We also focused on pronunciation to improve our fluency by practicing natural speech. And also the awareness of the rhythm and the stress, understanding how the meaning can change with stress and phrasing. We also basically developed the critical thinking because things basically are given away. The meaning is given away by the context. So whenever I say one of these, if the context was there, you would have been able to guess it a lot better. Like if it was in a context, or if it was about something that we're talking about, then you would eliminate options because you would know that this is exactly what I'm talking about. For example, if I was talking about an Audi car and I said Kuwait, then you'd know straight away I'm talking about the Kuwait car. But if I'm talking about my cousin traveled to Kuwait, then you'd know I'm talking about the country. I'm not talking about the car. So the context plays a big part in understanding the language, okay? And bottom line of this, guys, you have to understand that English is a means of communication. We use this language to communicate. It's all about swapping information, okay? It's all about being clear, being able to deliver your messages, okay? To convey your ideas to other people and for them to understand exactly what you want to say. So clarity is important. And one of the key features of clarity, or key elements for clarity, is pronunciation and being able to stress the right words when you speak. All these features basically will be covered in our course, and we're going to shed some light on it in today's session, okay? All right. Let's take a deep breath. I've been talking like a chatterbox for the last 20 minutes. Let's just have a look. Okay, so I have a very important question to ask you guys. British English or American English? Which one of them do you see yourself more into? Give me in the chat. And why? Try to give me a little explanation. Why? Why? Oh, Shahira, I don't care in British or American as long as correct English. Thumbs up, Shahira. Well done. British. It's like music to my ear. Oh, I like that. Very good. I mean, American, British, because it's the original one. American, not easier. British is easier. Okay, so British is easier for you guys, right? I'd say so. Okay, awesome. Very good. Okay. So a question that you always get asked: can I speak English as good as a native English speaker? And the answer will always be, we can do it. We definitely can. It's a skill, just like any skill. You can speak and you can hone that skill by practicing it, just like when you go to the gym, okay? You want to make muscles, you go to the gym, you exercise, you do what it takes, you do your diet and everything, you sleep well, you eat well, you will get to what you want. English is the same thing. You got to treat it the same. It's a language in the end of the day. You pick it up. You pick up the skill. Okay, British. Awesome, okay? So yeah, so being with me here, that's the spirit. Yes, we can. Yes, we can, and we will. All right. You take the first step by being here. Okay, let's go straight into our next activity. Have you all got your mobile phone with you? Get your recorder on or your WhatsApp messages or whatever. I'm going to show you a sentence. I would like you to read that sentence a couple of times. And after that, I'd like you to record it to the best of your ability on your phone. Okay, so get your voice recorder or your WhatsApp microphone to yourself and record this message. Here we go. This is the message. I'm not going to read it. I want you to read it and I want you to record it on your phone. Say it as good as you can, like to the best of your ability. All right? I'm going to give you 1 minute. Do so, okay? Now, you don't need to send the recording. I need it on your phone. I just need it on your phone. Okay? Because you will record that message again further down the line in that session.
I came here.
Okay. Have you done it? Just give me the thumb up in the chat to tell me that you've done it, if you have, okay? It's about Lincoln. It's about a lot. There's several features will be covered over that sentence. You have no idea what we're going to do with that sentence. I'm going to do a lot of things. All right? Why you can't do it, well, why can't you? Just, yeah, all you have to do, just get to the recorder. If you haven't got a recorder, just get to your WhatsApp, all right, and just press record, and then that little green microphone, and just record it, right? I believe it's not correct. What, the sentence is not correct? It's a sentence. Just record it. It's all about the pronunciation, okay? Right. Good. Okay. Done? Now that's it. All I want you to do. Because you are doing it over, because you obviously join in through your phone. That's why you can't do it. All right, I see what you mean. Okay, so say it to yourself and try to remember how you feel when you say it, okay? And try to see if you can actually remember how you said it. So say it a few times and then try to pay attention to how you're saying it, okay? Let's see if that would do the trick. All right, done? All right. Now, before I go any further, I just need you to think about an embarrassing moment that you had when you spoke English. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment when you were speaking in English? What was it? What was the problem? You don't need to send it. I don't need you to send it, Shahira. Just keep it on your phone. It's for yourself. All right. All right. I need you to think of a bad situation, something when English was a problem that caused you an embarrassment. You were so shy. You wished if the ground could open up and swallow you. Have you ever had a moment, one of these moments? What was it? What was it about? Just tell me, give me an idea. All right. This is usually a funny thing because people usually give me funny stories when I ask that question. So stick it in the chat and let me pick a one or two with to share with everyone. I'm sure there'll be funny ones. So, can you think of an embarrassing moment that you had when you spoke English or not? No, fortunately. All right. You're lucky one, Amira. Do you speak English a lot? Do you use English a lot in your life? Frustrated and nervous when I speak. Okay, Ahmed, have you ever had a situation that you were frustrated and nervous when you were speaking? What was the situation? What were you doing? Were you in an interview? What was it? I used to when I was in Dubai. Yes, I suppose because in Dubai, everyone speaks English at the moment. Well, some is broken English, but they have their own English, right? So regarding something. I speak English with long discussion and try to express my opinion regarding something. Okay, what happens? What usually happens when this happens? So, okay, so when I speak English with long discussion and try to express my opinion regarding something, what happens when you are in that situation? What usually happens? Mr. Ali, how are you? Thank you so much, Mr. Ali. Thank you. Okay, when I want to speak, I found myself forgetting the words as my mind empty from words. Okay, broken English like Indian English. Pauses, right? Okay. Yes, Shahira, tell me right in the chat. I can read your messages. Hesitation and stutter. Okay, so when you want to take more time to think about what you want to say, right? So these are all the reasons. I just wanted you to think of a moment when you were embarrassed. So you tell me, for example, once there was a time when I was in this interview and I wanted to say something, but I ended up saying something else. So I instead of doing this, I did that. So I just wanted you to tell me a situation, like a funny one. Okay. So okay, so this is it. Usually, like reading all your comments, right? It's my kid's teacher and can't express what I need to tell them, right? When you want to speak with your students and you can't be, I need instead of so much. Okay, let me just enlarge that chat so I can read better. All right, let's see. So when I was participating in a culture exchange program in Turkey, I have to do a presentation in front of a lot of people who didn't understand English too. So what did you do? You sign languaged? How did you do it? Well, that would have been awkward. That would have been odd. Oh, hey, good. I am happy. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So you'll find by speaking in Arabic. In Arabic, what's your first language, man? So you had this issue in Arabic. Okay. Well, let's try to improve your English in Arabic first then. Okay. You sure you're in the right course? Right. Let's just have a look. So basically, like most of the problems happens due to these things, right? It's either you have pronunciation issue, you have an issue with the grammar, putting words together, putting sentences together, speaking in the right grammar tense, etc. Confidence, you're not very confident, you get shy. Limited vocab. So I want to say something, but I don't know what the word is, how to say it. Understanding accents. I speak well, but when people start talking to me and they have funny accent or they speak fast, then I can't really keep up with their conversation. Big one is fear of mistakes. Okay, a lot of people are scared of making mistakes. That's what that puts them off. That puts them off talking. Full stop. I don't even use consistently in daily, so I get to talk struggle speaking fluently. Or somebody's writing in capital. So somebody wrote a big message in capital. Let's just find out who that is. It was Kenda. Hello, Kenda. Okay, I'm listening. You got my attention because you wrote in big font and in capital. Okay, let me give you a bit of a tip, Kenda. Don't write in capital. All right, this is like you shouting at me. I haven't done anything. Okay. I was in English session and the teacher told us, all right, this is usually how it starts. Okay, we go. Right, wait a minute. Let me just enlarge this because the capital letters are like, ugh. Okay, so I was in an English lesson and the teacher told us to eat while I was eating. The teacher told me to answer a question, so I couldn't talk because I was already eating a big bite. So I stood up to point the answer and I fell in front of the whole class. You fell. Oh my God. So you had a mouthful of food and you were pointing at the answer and then you ended up falling. I don't think English got to do with anything. This has nothing to do with English. That's nothing to do with you, clumsy madam. So yeah, but that would have been a funny situation. Very good. Quite good, but with nobody, I feel stressed and forget everything. Okay, so I said grammar, that's Ahmed. Okay, understanding accents, Nada. Trust me, Nada, that is not going to be a problem for you. Just come to me. I always try to express myself, but I found myself trying to find the equivalent of Arabic word. Ah, so you translate in your head. Okay, usually this happens when you learn the words in Arabic. Usually when you learn a new vocabulary or you learn the name of a new noun or whatever, you kind of like, you go straight to Google and you translate it to Arabic. If you stored any new vocabulary in your head in any other language, you will always have this problem, because anytime you want to use that word in English, it will come to you in Arabic first, because that's how you stored it. That's how you saved it in your head. So to be able to tackle this problem, I always tell my students, never ever translate any new word you learn in English to Arabic before you learn it. You can go to Google, stick it in the search bar, and then the meaning will come out to you in English. That's how you learn it, okay? And then if you want to see how you can use it, you can just basically ask Google to provide you sentences of that word being in use, and that is the best way to store it in your head in English. And that way you minimize your brain work. You minimize your brain work when you come to use that word, okay? Because it's already stored in English. You already know how to use it in English, okay? So the minute you have an idea that you'd like to translate into English, the idea is already in English. You understand? So you do less, so you become more fluent, all right? Okay, I was doing the first interview I've ever had. I was super nervous and I stuttered bad and of course got rejected. Oh my, okay. Practice, practice, practice. This is what one of the good thing about these courses, by the way, conversation courses. It gives you that opportunity to practice, because practice makes perfect. It's all about practicing. How often do you basically, before you go to have any conversation with anyone, you stand in front of the mirror and you imagine yourself in that situation and you try to prepare what you want to say? This is what conversation courses does for you, okay? Because it provides you with that opportunity to practice the language for a specific situations. So when you are in that situation, you're ready. Bring it on. I am ready, okay? Fear of mistakes. You speak so quickly, I don't understand. Okay. In fact, I am trying to grade my language as much as I can, okay? So I'm doing my best. I can't understand the speaker well, so I can't answer. It's very embarrassing. It was a little bit embarrassing, miserable due to suffering and struggling. Okay. Right. So like I said, most of things are happening due to this. Speed, for example. These are all challenges are faced by English learners. We tackle all of this in that course that I am here for today, guys, okay? We work on every single one of these, okay? You build your confidence, you build your vocabulary, you build your understanding of the different accents, because you speak to people from all over the world, okay? You pick up the speed, you listen to me all the time. You will be doing 15,000 word in every session. So you'll be doing a lot of practice in English. So it will help you a lot. You'll be covering more or less all these areas. Okay. But how long will I need to stand in front of the mirror to prepare for what I want to say? It depends what you want to do. If you're going for an interview, you have to prepare all your questions, and then you have to pretend that you are in that interview and start answering this question or these questions. That's how you go for it. Okay. Second time round, when you practice answering a question, it's always better. All right. Okay. Now, are you ready for the next part? Now, you've already recorded yourself saying that sentence. Yes? Yes? Give me the thumb up in the chat. All right. All right. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to watch a little video. All right. After watching that little video, I want you to answer these two questions. Do you think the guy in the video, do you think his English may embarrass him? If that was you, would you be embarrassed? Number two, if yes, which areas do you think he needs to work on? Which areas do you think he needs to work on to improve his English so he's not embarrassed anymore? All right, are you ready? Okay, let's go. You might have seen this before, okay? It's quite funny. Ready?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I came here to improve my language, and I like traveling abroad and to see different people. Full stop.
All right, okay. Let's watch it one more time. Remember, you have two questions to answer, okay? Let's go.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I came here to improve my language, and I like traveling abroad and to see different people. Full stop.
Okay. So tell me, would that English embarrass you? That was you. And which areas do you think he needs to work on? Let's read. Of course it would. Kenda, I like your expression. Oh my. All right, that's a good little expression. All right, pronunciation and linking, Amira said. 3, what's 3, Amira? Sorry, Alia. American or Canada? What's that? American or Canada? Use more complex sentences. What's embarrass mean? What does embarrass mean? It means make you feel like shy kind of thing, you know, like, oh, it's like you want to hide. I'm not feeling comfortable. I feel awkward. I don't feel like I look good doing this. Okay. I'm embarrassed, ashamed of what I look like, maybe, or and the situation that I'm in. Okay, so I'm quite surprised really, because most of you guys are quite aware of a lot of the pronunciation features, which is great. All right. I think in Arabic, so you must work on his fluency. All right. So let's have a look. So the things that the guy would need to work on, which most of you have already mentioned, intonation, the rise and fall of his voice, because he was talking like a robot, right? His voice was like monotonous. He was talking on the same tone throughout the whole sentence. People don't talk like that. Okay, we're human. Certain things are more important than others, so we never sound the same. If you listen to me, I don't talk at the same tone. Some words are louder than others, right? And that depends on the importance of what I'm saying. If I see something more important, or I want to make sure that you can hear it and understand it and put the focus on it, like emphasize it a bit more, then you'll find that I stretch it a little bit. I make sure that it's louder a little bit. And that way, and when we do that, we call it stress. We stress the right words, okay? And basically, also the emotions is conveyed through intonation, the rise and fall. Okay, this expresses the emotion and the feeling and what you're saying. Aha. So he also got this phonemic awareness. He can't tell the difference between a P, the P, and the B. P and B. The P and the B. Like usually people, like when they have them, they confuse both of them. Fluency and the use of advanced language. It sounds boring. Of course it does. High voice. Okay. So pronunciation is not well or accurate, it does sound boring. Okay? Or not. It would. Okay. Pronunciation is very important. Okay. This is like the cherry on the cake of all the hard work that you do in learning the language. Okay. So you spend a lot of time learning grammar, functional language, and blah, blah, blah. You name all the other feature and the system itself. But if your pronunciation doesn't correspond, then obviously you're not doing yourself a lot of favors. All right. So pronunciation is very, very important. So we have intonation, sentence stress, like I said, the words that are important, connected speech, how we connect the words together. Because in English, we don't say the words like separate, every word separate from the word that comes after it. We don't speak like that, right? We connect our words together. Whenever there is an opportunity to connect the words, we connect it. And that feature is one of the most important features that would impact your pronunciation. It would transform your pronunciation. And the course that I'm here for today is built on connected speech. Okay. This is one of the main areas that we work on in every single session. All right. High voice and low voice intonation. Yes, yes. English is not a robotic language. Of course, Khaled. Yes. And teacher May. Thank you, May. Thank you. All right. So what else do we have here? And the final one is the PMB. Like I said, the phonemic awareness. Okay. Now, let's learn how to best say that sentence. All right. So this is the sentence. How can we best say that sentence? How can we best say that sentence? I will ask you some leading questions, and then based on these answers, you'll be able to answer. How many pieces of information can you see in that sentence? How many pieces of information can you see in that sentence? Let's see. 3. Awesome. Yes. Well done. So we have 3. Someone said 2. All right, let's have a look. So the first part is improving your language, like traveling abroad, and see different people, right? So the 3 different pieces of information. If I am saying that sentence to sound more natural, I need to make sure that I indicate the end of every piece of information, to highlight the end of every idea, okay? And how can I do that? Is to have a falling intonation. My voice need to fall at the end of every information. How do I do that? All right, let's do it together. I came here to improve my language, pause, like traveling abroad, pause, and to see different people. Let's say it all together. Came here to improve my language, I like traveling abroad, and to see different people. Did you notice the pause at each of these little slashes? Okay, so if you are going to say a sentence that requires that includes several pieces of information, make sure you spread out the pauses over the ideas. After every idea, your voice has to fall, okay? And that makes communication easier, less boring. Because if I'm listening to you and I can't understand what you're saying, or I'm getting confused, I will not be interested in listening to you, okay? So to continue the conversation and have good, valid, effective communication, you need to make sure that you are following these little tips. All right. Proven traveling. Excuse me, I have to exit from the session as I am currently in my work. Yeah, sorry, no problem, Hoda. Absolutely. 2 and how. Okay, there's one impatient at the end of the statement. Absolutely fantastic. All right. So these are the first part. Number 2. Let's have a look at the important words in that sentence. All right. Can you highlight which words carries the meaning, carries the message of that sentence? Right? Can you spot it for me? Let's go. Where is the message? Where are the words that carries the message? Right. Aim here, improve. Well done, Khalid. Well done, D. Who's D? D and Summer, Hassan, improve. Well done. Yes, awesome, guys. Super good. All right, so the words that usually carries meaning, the words that usually carry meanings in any sentence, you will find them to be adverbs, adjectives, verbs, and nouns. Again, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and nouns. These are the 4 parts of speech that usually carry the meaning, the important words in what we say, all right? Are all the other words important? They are, but when we speak, we don't treat them the same. We don't put enough stress on them, or we don't put stress on them just like the others. The others are more important. The others has to stand out. They have to be clearer, all right? Because they carry more meaning. And it depends on what you want to say. So, for example, we don't treat all the nouns the same. We don't treat all the verbs the same. It depends what you want to say, because your intentions decide which verb you stress more than the other, which noun you stress more than the others, because the stress dictates the communication, dictates the messages being delivered. All right. Okay, traveling, exactly, 100%. Okay, improving my language, traveling, well done. 4 verbs, awesome. Nouns and verb, SP. Wait a minute, Ahmed. Subject. It's SPCA. What's that? That sounds like a song I used to listen to in the past. RSPCA. IMCA. You know that song? What's SPCA? I know there's acronyms for something, but I have 200,000 acronym in my head. But that one is just gone straight off my head. So if you could just give me the full version, I would appreciate it. Exactly. Depends on the message you're trying to convey. Right. So let's have a look. These are the important words. Came here, improve my language, like traveling abroad. So let's say this sentence while we are stressing these words. All right. Let's just say it. Came here to improve my language. I like traveling abroad. see different people. Again, came here to improve my language. I like traveling abroad and see different people. You will find that I hardly stressed I, the pronoun I. I hardly stressed the word to, my, and, I, and this and the preposition to. All these grammar words we don't usually stress in spoken English. They are important. Of course they're important, okay? They have to be there. And you have to basically like give them a nudge when you speak. However, don't stress them. Don't waste your breath over straight. Yes, okay. I can see that Ahmed studied in Elson or something where you studied English into this kind of depth. Right, very good, Ahmed, well done. Subject, predicate, complement, and adjectives. All right, all these little jargons. Ooh. All right. Let's have a look at the second part. Linking. All right. This is also a very, very important part. Where would we link any of these words? Can you think? I'm going to give you an example of one of them. Give it a nudge means like, give it like, you know, when you give it a nudge, like, come here, hello, you know, like wake it up, touch it, you know. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna say the first part, and I want you to guess where did I connect the sounds together. I came here to improve. To improve. What did I just do? You're welcome, mate. To improve. I just connected this part. Awesome, Khalid and Amira. Very good. So if you notice here, okay, so we have the two vowels and we added an extra sound. Very good. We put this w sound to connect it, to give your mouth less work when you speak, right? So instead of saying every time you want to pronounce the this glottal stop, it breaks down your fluency. In English, in more fluent English, we try to minimize the use of the glottal stop, you know, in like improve, okay? And, you see this, the first sound of the word and also I, the first sound of the word I, okay? All this vowels, whenever you see them, you will always have this glottal stop with every vowel. We try to minimize this glottal stop. And how do we do that? We try to connect them together by adding extra sounds sometimes, or by linking them to the next sound. In this case, for example, we say to improve. To improve. We added that w sound to avoid the glottal stop. What else did we do? And I. So here we did two things. We did elision, which we dropped the d sound. This d sound is gone. And I, right? And we also connected these two together. So we have the consonant and the vowel together. And I like. Try it, guys. Repeat after me. And I like. All right? If you look in the second part here, we also did some connected speech features. Okay? Traveling abroad. Okay, so we did two things in here. One of them was the elision, dropping the g sound. All right. We dropped the g sound. So instead of saying traveling, we said traveling. All right. Traveling abroad. So we connected the abroad. We connected the two words together. Very important feature as well. Next, we have and to see, right? So again, we dropped the d sound and we connected to the t sound, all right? And this is exactly how it would sound in the end. I came here, and also the H sound in the beginning here, we don't usually stress the H sound, okay? Very good. Yes, teacher May. So here, I came here to improve my language, also my language. And I like traveling abroad and to see different people. Now, exactly the same way you recorded yourself at the beginning of that session, saying that sentence, I want you to record yourself one more time, but this time I need you to say the sentence exactly how is written here. Pause after every idea. apply the connected speech features that you've got there, apply the elision, drop the sounds, and see if it would work for you better. Okay, let's see. Yes. Khalid and May. Awesome. You both are amazing. Very good. Okay, can you try it? I need you to record it one more time, guys. Okay, so I came here to improve my language, and I like traveling abroad and to see different people. Please record it on your phone one more time. And after the session, I would like you to go over it and listen to both of them and tell me if you notice any difference. Okay, are you happy with the change? Did it help you or not? Okay. Right, I feel like I've already exhausted your brain a little bit, so let's just have a quick brain break. All right, so we have two words in here. We call it a tongue twister. I need you to say these two words or two phrases as fast as you can. All right, let's see if you can say it as fast as you can and 5 times. Okay. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Can you say it like that? 5 times? Oh, I wish at a moment like this, guys, I wish I could I could give you a microphone so I can listen to you. I really wish. So tell me then. How does it go? Quickly. No, you're not going fast enough. I need you to be super fast. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. Go for it. Come on. Tongue twister is very good because it kind of strengthens your tongue and your jaw muscles, and it helps you produce all the English sounds. So it's very good. It's a good practice. If you just go on Google and write tongue twisters, you'll be able to find loads and loads and loads. Practice as much as you can. If you have any interview or something, make sure you do a few tongue twisters beforehand, and it will facilitate your pronunciation. It will help you a lot. All right. Awake or falling asleep? Give me the thumb up in the chat. How good you feel? Are you finding so far? Are you learning something today? Are you finding what I'm telling you useful? Please give me the thumb up in the chat and give me a quick feedback. Like, give me a word or two. Tell me how things are so far. Okay. She sells seashells in the seashell. So one more time. She sells seashells in the seashell. Okay. I thought it was good, but I need practicing. Kenda, that's the name of the game. You will get there. You will get there. But please take the capital off. Just your capital letters is just every time I see it, I kind of panic a little bit. All right. You know when you're writing capital, it's like you're shouting. All right. Awesome. Very good. It's only 7 people responded, guys. Come on, give me the thumb up in the chat, please. All right. Right, before we go to the final part of today's session, let me give you a bit. Of course, listening and speaking. Speaking and listening, they go together like hand in hand, okay? So you can't speak if you can't listen. So you work in both. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the course before we go any further. Okay, so the course basically, it lasts for 5 weeks. It's 10 sessions. Each session is 2 hours. It's going to be Sunday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. to both hours, 6 p.m. Okay, this is the registration number if you want to call and book your place. Okay, it starts in 2 weeks' time. Very limited number of students. Okay, so yeah, this is it. I need to just have this in mind, and I'm going to tell you more about what the course entails. But let's just go to the next part of today's session. Okay, stress. Okay, and I don't mean stress when you are like, I'm really kind of like I'm going to cry or whatever. No, stress is basically what we do to words or to sentences. Okay. Twice a week course. Yes, Nada, it's twice a week course. Okay, this is a very important features that we use when it comes to communication, especially sentence stress. Remember when I was reading that sentence for you and I told you some words are more important than others? Okay, this is something that you really, really have to put some practice on, okay, because it makes all the difference when you are learning how to speak. Okay, so if you look here, I have a sentence. All right. I'm going to say that sentence in 4 or 5 different ways. I am going, every time I say it, I will stress a different word. And you tell me what changes in the meaning. Again, I'm going to say that sentence in 4 or 5 different ways, stressing different words. I want you to tell me what changes in the meaning. Are you ready? Okay, tell me you're ready in the chat, please. Okay. Right, number 1. She promised to pay for his shopping. She promised to pay for his shopping. Which word did I just stress? No, for the session, no, but for the course, yes, you get a certificate for the course. All right, so let's have a look. So I stressed the word she, but what do I really mean? What's the main message when I say she promised to pay for the shopping? There is a message here that I'm trying to say, that I'm focusing on. The main reason why I said that is to say exactly. Well done. Who said that? Wait a minute. Stressing who promised. Teacher May. Well done, May. May, next time I'm doing a session like that, you come and sit next to me. Okay. She's the one to pay, not any Amira. I have 2 seats. All right. Also, I am angry. Why are you angry? No, you're not angry, Kenda. No, you're not. Okay, so she promised to pay for the shopping. That means this is the person paying for the shopping. This is the person paying for the shopping. All right, are you ready for the second time? Okay, this time we're going to say, yeah, but she promised to pay for his shopping. She promised to pay for his shopping. What message am I delivering here? Different to the one before. She promised to pay for his shopping. What's the difference? Tell me. She's the one to pay, not other one. What she said. Okay, promised. Yes, because she promised. All right. She promised to pay for his shopping. Fantastic. All right. So we stress the word promised, and the meaning all of a sudden becomes, don't worry, she will definitely pay for his shopping because she promised to pay for his shopping. Fantastic. Yes. You see how the stress changes the meaning of the sentence and what we are trying to say? Very good. Are you ready for number 3? Yes. Well done, Amira. Well done, Mike. Okay, number 3. Let's go. She promised to pay for his shopping. She promised to pay for his shopping. All right. What's changed now? She promised to pay for his shopping. Very good. Yes, I stressed the word his. So what does that change in the meaning? Very good. Yes. So what it says is that she will only pay for his shopping, nobody else's. Don't think I'm going to pay for the entire family. Oh, no, no, no. I'm only going to pay for his shopping. That means he's the only one getting my money. All right. So that's when you stress the word his. All right. About him, for him, not her shopping. Very good. I hate that boy. Very good, Ken. Is that because you're paying for him? Okay. Next one is the last one. Here we go. So she promised to pay for his shopping. She promised to pay for his shopping. What is she trying to do here? She promised to pay for his shopping. Let me see. We stressed the word shopping. So what does that change in the meaning? Tell me, May. Paying only for the shopping. Very good. So don't think I'm going to pay his rent. I'm not paying for his car fuel. I'm only paying for his shopping. That's it. Very good. So that means she will only, wait a minute, just come on, go away, you. Use this message. I need to get rid of that thing. Okay. She will only pay for the shopping, nothing else. All right. So that's the power of stress. Another area that we will work on during the course every single time. Okay. So remember what we said, guys. The challenges that you usually face whenever you're learning English is pronunciation, limited vocab, understand accent, grammar. fear of mistakes, confidence, speed, and the elephant in the room, which a lot of you guys might also agree with me, that we have no one to practice with, right? That's another element, right? A lot of people say, well, I don't have anyone to practice English with, right? Do you agree or not? All right. That's where that course comes really, really handy. Okay. Because these are the areas that we work on in the course. All right. Let's have a look. The pronunciation features, we work on sentence stress, we work on intonation, contractions, connected speech, weak forms, pausing, and rhythm. So basically every single aspect of the pronunciation features. And the language examples, we basically give you all the little things that you need to hold a decent conversation, the things that keeps the conversation going, the language that you need to communicate in specific situations, like echo question, question tag, functional language, passive voices, idioms, all these things basically you practice, you get exposed to in the course. All right. Right, but the $1,000,000 question. The $1,000,000 question. What are we going to talk about during the course, right? The course we're about to start. Let's have a look. We will be unmuted in the rest of course, of course. In this session, I'm the only one who's talking, but once you are in the course, I don't do much talking. You guys do the talking, and my job is to basically correct your mistakes, guide you with the language you need. And then at the beginning of the first few sessions, I do a little bit talking where you guys introduced to all the features, and then along the way, whenever there is basically like a language basically used, I always complement the language that you use with the features that you need to speak more naturally. So it will be online. So obviously it'll be a lot of breakout rooms, and then I'll be in and out of the breakout rooms helping you out. So you'll get tons and tons of practice. Okay. What are the topics that we're going to practice, that we're going to look at? Oh, sorry. Talk about in the course. Here we go. So we talk about AI, travel, meeting new people, mixed topic sessions, food, family, travel, interview, stories, and marriage. So basically, these are the topics that every session will have one of these topics. Sometimes we might actually talk about two of these topics together. You'll find these are the most popular and the most used topics, especially if you are using English in a daily basis, or if you're taking an IELTS, you'll find these topics are quite popular, okay? Quite common, really. All right, so that's why mastering the language used in these topics will help you in any other topic that you talk about, okay? So as I said, the course lasts for 5 weeks, 10 sessions, 2-hour sessions. This is the information for the registration. And what else do you get? Do you only get the input sessions? Do you only get like 2 hours with me twice a week? No, you get 3 WhatsApp groups, 3 WhatsApp groups. One of them is a material group. This is where I send you the material, the study plan, any screenshots that we take, anything that we do in the course comes to you through the material group, okay? Then that's your main thing, discussion group. I have another professional teacher who works with me. I have 3 actually, not 1. I have 3 teachers working with me. One will be basically sending you a question or 2 questions on a daily basis, and then you will be sending voice notes to that discussion group answering that question. At 10 o'clock or whatever, when a deadline comes, then she will basically start responding to your voice notes, correcting your mistakes, giving you feedback on your language to help you improve. Okay, that's number 1. Then we also have the cue cards. Cue cards is where basically you get a weekly cue card. Somebody, another professional teacher, very competent, will send you a cue card with few questions. You will read the question or the situation, and then you need to respond for like 3 minutes in a voice note. You get another feedback from another teacher on your language to help you improve. And the last one, that will be from another teacher, which you get a weekly a weekly call, where basically another competent teacher will ring you on an agreed time, and you will talk for 10 or 15 minutes. She'll be taking notes of your language, and then she'll be providing you with feedback as well. So you will get basically tons and tons of practice, tons of attention, feedback from 4 teachers, not just me, okay? So me plus 3 other teachers. You'll be practicing English on a daily basis. You'll be receiving feedback on a daily basis. You will be attending really, really condensed and focused session with me where we basically work together and give you all the language that you need to speak in about these topics. Okay, so this is it. All right, so we've come to the end of today's session. I am super happy, guys, that you have joined me today. And thank you so much, Mai. It was great having you. And I really, really look forward to having you in the course starting in 2 weeks' time. All right. You've already got the, this is the information here. This is the number that you can book it. And we do obviously a lot of other courses. So if you're not ready for a conversation course, then we do have other courses as well, Engli-Vision, to get you to the conversation part. The recording will be on the cloud. You can ask the coordinator on that number, and then she will send it to you. Okay, guys? I really look forward to seeing you all, and it will be super beneficial. It'll be a lot of hard work. If you're not willing to put in the effort, then the course is not really for you. Okay? Because you have to work really, really hard during that course. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for attending with me today. It was a pleasure. You were super, super interactive, and I really enjoyed having you around, namely May and everybody really. But the one that stood out for me was May and Nada and Kinder and Ashraf and Mahmoud. You were really, really interacting with me, and I really like that. All right, thank you so much. Okay, CELTA, I need you guys. What should I do? Okay, if you want to take the CELTA, the British Council is basically the place to go to. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend anywhere else. Okay, so yeah, if you want to go for the CELTA, it's the British Council. Okay, and they run it twice. I mean, they're very, very competent teachers there, and the CELTA tutors are the best. Okie dokie. How can I take the recording of the lecture? Like I said, get in touch with the coordinator and she will sort it out for you. Thank you so much, guys. I hope that's not the end. I hope to see you again soon, and I wish you all the best. Stay with Engli-Vision. Thank you, guys. See you later. See you later. Bye.